How to sing high notes past your passaggio. Now if you're a guy, you're probably here to learn how you can sing past the vocal break that you have. E4, F4, F4 sharp. And if you're a lady watching this, you are probably trying to sing past A flat, A4, B flat 4, even up to C5 and beyond. Either way, you want to get those kind of more full and mixed voice kind of high notes, the type that a lot of pop songs use in the chorus. But what if now I tell you that the passaggio, the bridge, the vocal break, whatever you call it, it actually doesn't exist? Interesting. Before I continue, I'm going to use the word passaggio here to replace vocal break and bridge throughout this video because it's the original word and I want to give credits to it. So why did I say that the passaggio don't actually exist? Well, you see, because for a lot of great singers, the truth is this: they have heard the word passaggio before and they have heard about people telling them about their passaggio, but a lot of them, they don't actually quite understand like what is passaggio because they personally don't quite experience it. And whether the passaggio really exists or not, it depends on how you define it as well. So if we were to do a quick Google search, it says that passaggio is a term used in classical singing to describe the transition area between the vocal registers. And if you were to click on vocal register, it says that vocal registers include modal voice or normal voice, vocal fry, falsetto and whistle register. And at the passaggio, we are transitioning between our chest voice, our modal voice, into our falsetto. So if we were to follow this definition, then singing through your passaggio is pretty simple. At E4 for guys and at A flat 4 for girls, you just let go and go into a falsetto. And don't get me wrong, this is extremely useful for certain cases, especially when it comes to training the mixed voice, and also singers use this all the time in their songs. This way of transitioning is not to be mocked at, or it has no value, because if a vocal coach knows how to use this type of transition to the student's advantage, it will have tremendous benefit for the student to access his or her high notes. But today here, I'm talking about something more advanced, and that is how do we go through our passaggio without doing a vocal register change. That means instead of doing this, we instead do this. Notice that my resonance, my compression level and my placement are all the same when I'm doing a second demonstration. The only thing that changed is the pitch and nothing else. And that is why at the very beginning I said, what if the passaggio don't actually exist? Because by the Wikipedia or the conventional definition, whatever I just demonstrated, it shows that the passaggio don't really exist. And that is why I personally define passaggio as the area in your voice that you feel pressure starting to build up, and that you want to naturally switch to a falsetto or a head voice. Because even though just now I maintained a consistent vowel, consistent compression, consistent placement throughout my passaggio, I know that internally I feel a bit more pressure and tension within, which is absolutely normal. And if you think that singing should be all relaxed and chill because your vocal coach might have told you that, oh, you need to relax as you sing higher, just relax more, just relax, then go ahead and watch my other video which I'll put in the cards. Now the key to achieve what I did there is two things. Number one, keep the same placement. Number two, keep the same compression level. The mistake that most people make is that they either change the compression level or they change the placement. Let me show you what I mean. If I change my compression level and I keep the same high placement, this is how I'll sound like. You don't want to do this because then you can't sing those high notes with power. It will be weak. But don't get me wrong, there is still value in it because you will still use those kind of quality in your songs, in your singing.
The way you are, the way you are.
And if now instead I do this, you don't want to do this as well, because if you are doing this, you are actually adding compression. So you can do it up till here, but my question then becomes, what about A flat, A4, B flat, B4, C5? Would you be able to bring so much weight all the way up into your very high notes? But don't get me wrong, some people absolutely can, but most of us, we can't. So we don't want to do that when we go through our passaggio either. You'll most likely tire out your voice faster. But don't get me wrong, we don't want over compression, but we still need some heavy compression in our singing to bring out certain emotions and expression of the song. Now ultimately, the way I encourage you to go through your passaggio during your practice is this way. But now, you're also scratching your head and you're thinking, if you tell us to not use the first one or the second one, then why do you still show us examples of singers doing them and showing us that we can actually use them in our singing?
Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
Because here's the key. Maintaining consistent medium compression through your passaggio is the hardest to execute because it requires you to land perfectly into your high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement. You can try it. Try the light one, try the heavy one. Most of you will either want to go heavier and heavier so that your voice don't break through your passaggio, or you'll want to just let go and go into a lighter compression. Try to do a third demonstration that I did. It will feel the hardest because either you want to squeeze or you want to let go. Try it and let me know if you feel what I'm saying in the comments section down below. So, when you're trying to maintain consistent medium compression through your passaggio, the moment you're off, you either end up in your high head voice placement or you drop back into your low and stubborn chest voice placement. This is why I keep talking about this high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement in all my videos. Once you're able to find that middle ground, the gold standard medium compression, then you can choose to either lean more into a heavier compression or let go some compression depending on what you're trying to express in a song. But only and only if you are doing all of this in your high placement. But first, you need to learn how can you get consistent compression through your passaggio. Now that's all light compression. Only when you can do all three, then have you mastered your high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement and that you have strengthened it. You can then play around with changing compression levels to bring out those beautiful and raw emotions in your singing which the previous singers are demonstrating. And then you wouldn't be changing compression level from a place of scarcity, a place where you are changing compression level because you have no choice, but rather from a place of abundance, a place of strength because you know you can do all three and anything in between. Instead of doing this, so the hardest way to go through the bridge is actually by maintaining a consistent medium compression where vocal cords are connected and you're compressing with finesse into your high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement. And you notice I use the oo vowel very often in my demonstrations because oo and e are normally the hardest two vowels. Comment down below if you agree. We have no problem singing ah when you sing, when your mouth is wide open, it becomes easy for you, but when it is closed down, narrow closed vowel, you tend to break easily. And that is why I want to show you that when you are in your high placement, a narrow vowel like oo and e and a wide vowel like ah, eh, a, they are all similar to each other. And I might talk about this in the future. So once you have mastered what I've just shown you, singing your high notes in your full voice, your mixed voice, your belt voice, all becomes easier. Now, before I end this video, I want you to understand that whatever I've explained just now are very, very advanced things. Even though I might have explained it in a very simple way so that you can understand. It is very easy for you to finish this video and think that, oh, everything makes sense, so I'm good to go. The harsh truth that I want to give to you is, in order to achieve what I've shown you just now, it is going to take work. And I've worked with several vocal coaches to fully understand this. So it's not easy, even though I've explained it quite simply and clearly. Now, the danger for most people watching this video is that you might not even be doing any of the above demonstrations that I've shown you. You are doing more of this. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. The contrast between your head voice or your falsetto and your chest voice is a big, big one instead of a smaller one. It feels like it is a big shift in your body instead of a small shift. And if that's you, follow the link below in the description box and get the complete Mixed Voice 1.0 course. Go through it, practice it, and then come back and watch this video. And for everyone else watching this video, if you can't maintain a consistent medium compression through your vocal break or your passaggio yet, then save this video, come back and watch it once every week. Or if you want to learn exactly how you can do it in a most step-by-step manner, go ahead, drop my team an email here to apply for a private vocal lesson with me. So look, we have covered a lot here, and these are the things that I've spent literally thousands of dollars over the past 4 years learning from many different vocal coaches. So don't take whatever I say in this video lightly. It might be hard to understand at first, but keep watching it, and every time you watch it, you might discover something new. So I hope this video helps you out with learning how to sing through your passaggio in your full or your mixed voice. And smash the like button below, because you know that this video deserves to be shown to more people. My goal with this YouTube channel is to create 100,000 singing transformation within the next 3 years. So I will truly and greatly appreciate it if you can also share this video with those people that you think should watch this video. Hey, I've got some private clients to coach now, and I'll see you in my next video.